Oh boy. Here we go. Yeah, it's right there next to you.
In the moon.
Other next to you. Okay, above your head. But you're not gonna see it there. I didn't get.
Chat.
Alrighty.
Right.
Greetings, travelers.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Alright. Nizo. Emmett. Every week.
Oh,
Every week.
Yeah.
If I was charging him money, I'd charge him an extra $5 every day, every time he was late.
You could learn and start a bit later. But no, we keep trying.
Yep. I told him, like, we can start at 12:30. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's okay. Nope.
Hey, we can just go for an extra 3 minutes.
I mean, depending upon what happens, we'll see. I am off for next week. I have no work next week. It is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, off like that.
I am off my, well, quote, day job. It's actually the night job, but...
Exactly. It's nice. Happy for you.
Yeah, it is.
That'd be
It is nice. I actually need to turn up my master volume a little bit because you guys are slightly quiet in the PC, or on the stream, I should say. There we go. That should do it. Brought you up like a couple decibels.
A giant sketchbook in front of me. So I guess that kind of blocks the volume. I'm just bored, okay? This is what I do in the meantime.
Nah, it's all good.
Since last week we ended in it's kind of exhausted and rambly.
What are you talking about? You guys ended off. You guys ended refreshed and revitalized and at 100%.
Totally, I didn't go to sleep for like 12 hours.
We ended it off of me and Things era as well, just hugging Misa.
Yeah, basically. But important question now that we're not like that, is the box still there? Can I have the box? Can I have the challenges? I want the challenges.
We will get to that. That will be addressed when
Thank you.
when Nizo gets here.
Can I beg Arash for the challenges? Because it's a cool
Well, you can
thing.
beg him for whatever you want. It doesn't mean that he'll give it to you, though.
What he likes.
He's a deity.
He cool like that. He got us back our Nizo.
I couldn't remember the name of that track for like the longest time that I had playing in the background and from Rhythmbot. I couldn't remember what it was for the longest time, and I finally found it again. I love that one. So good.
Finally got my my dueling music as well.
Oh, that was actually specific for that fight.
Ah.
Yeah, that was meant for anybody that was dueling. So there's actually a couple of things I need to address for that. So I will actually address them right now because Nizo doesn't have to be here for this one. It is partially me saying sorry for running the game so freaking tired. I know I said that I'd be okay, but I was super tired, and I missed a lot of stuff that should and should not have been happening. So, to give you guys an example, there's a few things that I did that were in your favor, and a few things that I did in my own favor. So it's like it's a moot point.
It's fine.
But like example, there was a crit that should have like ripped Lewis apart that I missed because of the expanded crit range. But
Oh god. Okay.
I also so that would have been favorable to me, but I also misplayed my own duel rules. So one of the things that I said early on that I didn't actually continue with for that fight for whatever reason, for some reason it wasn't maintained in my own head. you guys cannot actually do duels outside of your own class spectrum. So, Lewis, you're not actually capable of martial dueling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a spellcaster, so he's capable of spell duels. Much like how you're only capable of martial dueling.
That saved our butt, so
it did.
I didn't care.
Exactly. Like, so in the end, there's things that I missed that were beneficial to me, and stuff that were beneficial to you that was missed on both sides. So the fight ultimately probably ends up the same.
Wait, can I do magic duel because I'm part now?
No, because you are primarily a martial character. So it's like, take the War Cleric, for example. The War Cleric can't magic duel. Even though he's a full caster, he's primarily a martial character. Right? It's the same thing with Nizo. He's actually not allowed to magic duel because he's a Hexblade Warlock who took the Pact of the Blade.
Oh, so
so he can only martial duel.
Wait, what about stuff like Eldritch Knight or Arcane?
They are still primarily martial characters. So, like, the Paladin is still a martial character, even though he has spellcasting. Same thing with the Eldritch Knight. He's still a martial character, even despite spellcasting. Because the thing about the spells for the Paladin and the Eldritch Knight is that they are supplementary to their kit. They're not core to their kit. You know what I mean? Like, the Paladin uses their spell slots primarily to smite.
Give me a sec.
Right? Okay. So, the big thing about that is that they are a martial character that has magical aspects. And when you consider that majority of characters have magical aspects about them, with, like, very few exceptions, like the Barbarian, you know, like, Champion or Maneuver Fighter, about half the Rogues. But outside of that, most classes have magic about them. Even if they don't have spells, they have magical abilities.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right, because most abilities are magical unless specified.
You told us about in the planning session.
Sorry?
The soul duel from the...
Oh, yes, that's a very specific kind of duel. So the reason, for example, so I'll actually explain that one while we actually have a few minutes. The reason that it's a soul duel is because it is a duel using the force of all the past selves of the Alice. So it's basically a challenge of all the previous iterations of the Alice challenging whatever it's fighting.
That's cool.
So it's basically you're attempting to use your own soul to try and push past the strength of many souls attempting to aid what little they can to another Alice.
That's pretty fucking cool.
So.
Why would my lore mastery then affect that?
Why would your what? Sorry.
My lore mastery affects soul duels.
Your lore master doesn't affect soul duels.
Really?
No. It affects specifically the 4 knowledge skills and intel. So the 5 knowledge skills.
You said once that if I soul dueled, my bonus would be my lore mastery level?
No, it's based on your character level. So it's based on your character level and your achievements and things like that. So it wouldn't be based off of anything to do with your lore master because that's prestige classing, but it would have to do with the fact that you are prestige classing in of itself. So, because prestige classing is a form of achievement. So, like, for example, one of the forms of achievement, like, here's another example, because I don't imagine soul duels actually ever coming up, at least not for a very long time for you guys, if they do. Example, Zira has a stronger than average soul also, because she's a genie.
Ooh. And stronger than average.
When I say average, I mean another character that is the same level as you.
That's fun.
So there's a lot of things that affect it, right? So like for example, the character that's likely gonna get soul dueled is actually the sorcerer of that party, because he has literally like unsealed a deity. So so a level of achievement for that is very significant to his soul.
That's cool.
It's also his deity that he released, so that makes it even better.
That's cool.
He's a divine soul sorcerer, right?
Nope, he's a sea sorcerer. He's a sea sorcerer, water domain
Not
cleric.
Nizo is divine soul.
Yeah, Nizo is divine soul. Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious.
This is a cool sorcerer.
He's a cleric sorcerer.
He's the cleric
Divine
sorcerer,
sorcerer.
warlock fighter. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I just assumed he was
He
divine
all the
soul.
things always.
Is he even online at all?
I have no idea.
No, he's
I
not.
think
Where is he?
and
He normally says he's gonna be like late or something, but
Maybe his Wi-Fi fell again.
Ooh, maybe.
maybe.
Vika, come back to us.
I've lost our warlock.
Well, for the time being.
It's a warlock. Help us find him.
All right. Well, we can address something before he gets here. Let's see here. So I already apologized for that, so we can cross that off the list.
No need to apologize.
I already did, so it's off the list.
We forgive
Okay.
you.
So 2 things. One, I believe the 3 potions that I gave you guys were 2 greater healing potions and a lesser potion of haste.
Yep.
Okay. Those are supposed to be superior healing potions.
Holy shit.
So
Oh
those
my
are
God.
8d8 plus 8.
You
Mm.
don't even have that much hit points.
Not on the max end, no, but on the average you do.
Oh my god.
Do you know what the average of that is?
I don't know.
27.
And it's Jesus.
You can
That's
keep
a lot.
that.
You gotta remember that the average is only 2.5 per die.
Yeah.
So it's 5. So it's 5 times 4 or 20 plus 8, so 28.
And we got
Yeah,
the +3 longsword, the one of knock, and the mana stone.
Mana Stone's a big one.
Mhm.
Okay, and then we have. Now this is supposed to happen during the fight, but I figured, you know what, it's not gonna actually matter. So I need some stuff from you, Zira.
Uh-oh.
Alright, now I gotta go to the correct stuff here.
I know my corruption will catch up to me eventually.
It might, but we'll see. Alright. Corruption. Okay.
Oh,
I need you to make a saving throw of your... Yeah, I did change the rules on this to make it more applicable to the game at large when it matters. Okay. Can I get you to roll your best saving throw?
Dex, here we go. 8.
Unfortunate.
No. Uh-oh.
Alrighty.
Oh, natural twos.
Ooh.
I mean,
Okay.
we did rely on Negazira pretty heavily though.
Yeah. Okay, so your corruption unfortunately increases.
Oh no. That's even higher than it was before.
Yes. So what is your corruption now? 4?
3. Now it should
3.
be 4.
All right.
That's 2.
Important information for you. You sense that your corruption has made it past the halfway mark. So, to give you exact amounts, because now it's relevant, a creature can maintain an amount of corruption up to greater than their character level.
Oh,
If it
God.
reaches that point, Where's the information on this? I gotta make sure I say this correctly. I gotta find the correct page for this because I have stuff on different pages here. Okay. Should you reach that amount, so in your case 7, you will be subject to one more check. If you fail that check, your character will be lost.
Fair.
As it will be consumed by the corruption that is overtaking your body.
Makes sense. Legacy forever.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness.
Am I all red now? How's my red looking?
So your current corruption is 4. Okay. Good to know, because I will need to know that for later.
And it's not like there's a completely corrupted bear, like 2 rooms to our left. or
No, not at all.
like that. Nothing can happen.
Or that
It's
Nizo is
fine.
carrying a box that has that poured a bunch of crimson energy out.
Mm-hmm. Nothing bad can happen.
Nothing bad can possibly happen by messing with this stuff.
Nah.
No.
I choose my own destiny. I've been watching Odikata's Curse, which is the main campaign, one of 2 main campaigns that Arcane's running right now. And that's his VTuber group.
Oh.
They are, 1, they're hilarious. 2,
Imagine.
who was it? Was it Fruit? I think it was Fruit that when someone there's it's so much better if you watch the clip, and I'll see if I can find the clip, but
I have watched all the highlights from all his campaigns.
they're pretty great.
All the highlights he has posted, and I laugh my arse off every single time. I don't watch the campaigns themselves. I
Mhm.
just watch the highlights because they're funny.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit through the whole 3
Oh,
hour
it's impossible to digest all of it. There's so much.
Yeah.
That like that man
campaigns
has
is
ascended to another level of existence.
How many campaigns is that guy running?
Right now I think he's running 4 or 5. 4 or 5.
Jesus.
Oh, you should have seen him during his during the Violet arc. The end game Violet arc. Oh my goodness, the man was running 6 campaigns and 1-shots.
Oh my god.
And that's 6 main campaigns, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
This is his job.
it is his
I'm
job, and
kinda
it has been his
jealous.
job for
Still,
18 years.
But still,
I'm kind of
That's
jealous.
still a
Like
lot.
towards the end of that, you could like if you watched any of his update streams or anything like that, because he's actually on the camera then, the man looked tired. Oh boy, did he look tired. But he would keep on going. It's like
the
3
end
more weeks,
take-
3 more weeks, right? Because the
The
end
ends
game
take
date
a
was
break.
set, right? It was set like 2 months in advance.
The M's take breaks. It's important for.
Mhm. He took a 2-week break, I believe.
Oh my
0
God.
campaigns. 0 campaigns. And then I think he went back to running he was doing nothing in that week. And then he was doing and then the following week he was setting up all of his campaigns to like bring in new players, and he was running Callous Row at the time. Which, if you don't know what Callous Row is, that's a whole other monster.
This
Literally,
doesn't-
it's literally a interactive role play show, like improv role play show, all done in VR, like VR chat,
Ooh,
Wow.
fully
That's
custom.
that's
You know what I
It's
really
it's
respect about him
insane.
is just how much he just loved his job.
Oh,
How
absolutely.
dedicated he is.
He is a very lucky man, and he said this himself. He was lucky enough to find out his purpose in life at age 12.
No.
Like, that's the way he puts it. Because his sensei, Bob Smith, real name, the most, like, white American generic name you can think of,
Yeah.
showed him this game. He cried at the end of it, and he started, and it all went to the from there. Where is this man?
If I remember, hasn't he like? I know on one highlight he rolled 8 natural 20s.
Him? I don't
as
think so.
well.
I haven't seen that one. If that's the case,
I'm pretty sure because he had to roll with disadvantage. They got 2 natural 20.
oh yeah. Like I've done stuff
2
like
natural
that too.
20. Which is dumb.
It's a-
mortality.
I mean, it's 1 in
Mortality
400
is
odds.
concerned. It was basically mortality confirmed in one single blow. It was hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, like Otikada's curse is really good.
Wait. I recognize that because I have been on this channel.
Yeah.
Watching how- like,
That's the VTuber group, so that's got Fruit, that's got it's an all female cast to that one.
Mhm.
They're funny.
I know a couple.
yeah, it was all female cast.
Yeah.
Yep. What else did you say? Oh, the Divine Win. The other. In the center. The other center campaign is the Divine Win.
Yeah, the Divine Wind, I think is that one.
Those guys.
I haven't been watching that one at all. I've been listening to Storm Approaching, which is the OTV group, I think it was. It's got Disguised Toast and Lily
yeah.
Pichu in it.
Yeah, I see them.
The only reason that I know of them is just because of Toast, because I was a big Hearthstone nut back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And he was one of those people that was making really good content for it once upon a time ago.
Yeah.
Him and Trump SC, whom I still watch his videos every once in a while because he's the mayor of Value Town, and I like value. All right, so I've addressed that. All the stuff has been addressed. I just gotta wait for Pika to show his wet noodle in this chat room. And then, yep. And then I'm already in the process of setting stuff up for the next campaign for another group. I just have to get. I've got 2 people that I know I'm gonna put in there. It's just a lot of it after that is just gonna be based on scheduling.
Okay.
And it's gonna be people that I have not DM'd for before. Like, so you guys won't be in this one, but because I'm set. But you guys will still have your own little role to play in this world.
Fun. You're the first one.
The first official campaign on the stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've run other games before this, obviously, but oh man.
God, I'm nervous. I am nervous.
Oh, I'm sure the music's not helping.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave. We're gonna start without him, if he doesn't show up in the next five minutes. And I'll just drag him along. If you guys get into a fight, we're gonna have to wait until he arrives. So I'm not running the fight without him. But you guys can do some exploration in there because there is stuff here that you guys can interact with. So I will, if he doesn't show up in the next little bit, I'm gonna just run the game. I'm gonna get up and grab some food, so I'll be right back.
Okay. I have seen him earlier online, phone, but that's it. So, who knows? Hello, chat. How are ya?
Hi chat, sorry for being quiet. I am also eating.
I am not eating. Actually, I do have snacks. I'm not hungry. But yes, how was your days? Don't need to answer that.
How's the world? How's it going?
Yeah. I have 6 chaos in my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of chaos to start off the next fight. That's gonna be fun. One of my favorite abilities.
The dice clearly wanted me to fail, like 2 and 3. That's just sad.
Let me actually roll a natural 20. See how deluxe gonna 4. I feel like this session's gonna go great.
I rolled a 17 on real dice, so.
You got both ends this time.
But then my first roll was a 2, so. Oh.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Just to refresh my memory, you have a 19 and a 20 on your portents, right, Lewis?
Yeah.
Okay.
So high. So good.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love it.
Crazy portents. He was on earlier today. This is the thing that annoys me about this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was.
I
He was
mean,
on his phone.
he also usually alerts us, so
Mm-hmm.
I assume that something happened to the Wi-Fi or something.
Yeah. Well, he has,
Because it's pretty good about letting us know that it's late.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Hi, Shadow Master. Don't worry, we're still waiting on Pika.
Didn't
Oh,
get a
hello,
stream
hello.
notification. What? Well, yes, we are waiting on him, but unlike usual, he hasn't told us what's happening, so and we can't get a hold of him, which is weird. So we think something may have happened, just something. Because normally he has access to his phone with Discord too.
Write to notes for stream games. Get phone numbers in case of emergency.
Oh, I have a lot of things. I have writing that I'm working on for players that I was just like, listen, I need you to give me a signature on this, or give me a recording of some kind with me saying, listen, do you agree to all this? And you say yes, and it's like, all right, we're good to go, because I have gone through a number of things in the past of my own head. I'm just like, I want to avoid all these problems, and if I put a contract up and say, hey, if you're late by this amount, I'm gonna demand money from you. or
Okay.
right, like something like, obviously like not to that extent, but like something like that where it's just like, listen, you're gonna suffer for your tardiness.
Just put it on the character. That's fine. They're not real. But no, I'm sure he has a reason.
Gets disadvantage in all attack.
Oh boy.
Well, see, the thing is, I can't do something to the individual player in the game because then I'm punishing the other players by proxy. Right?
Oh.
So, I can't really do something like that.
I'm just joking.
Well, don't you worry, Shadow Master, because I am setting up another game, and it can be at a different time. It's based on other people's schedules, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm a
You're
free
playing like
bird
Oscar.
all day in the Canadians' time zones.
We're
'Cause
playing
I
at
work a
this
night
time
job.
because that's the time that worked for us. Other times worked for different people.
Yeah, and you guys are like a third of the way around the planet from me.
You.
I'm gonna be honest, like, I need to, like, when I don't have school, it's not really late. That's the time that works.
I will soon have school, so.
That's
what's
true.
the problem?
I
Fun
could
times.
make time,
Fun
but
times.
we'll see how busy I get.
Trust me, dude. You,
Be a
if you think,
cleric.
if
Live
you-
your cleric life.
if you think that, like, unless you're running like a double major or something, or working while in school or something like that, you have no idea how busy your life actually is.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't until I got married and had a kid that I discovered how busy my life actually wasn't.
Yeah, no, it's more like right now I have almost nothing that's like permanently busy for me, so.
I said this to one of my coworkers. He's 18. I told him, I said, listen, if you have time to be bored, you have time to take on some other project, to take on a project or responsibility.
Yeah. I
Go do it.
probably out
Ew,
3
stop being an
hours
adult.
of a day. You probably can make time.
Get that adulting away from me.
No, because listen, when you get older, you wish that you did it.
Probably.
Yep.
100%. Like, I wish I started doing this years ago. Because I had the time and resources and everything to do it.
Yeah, that's fair. But also, anxiety.
No, I just didn't. I just didn't have the head to do it.
Thing is,
Fair,
if I-
fair.
so, I think- that-
Yeah, Ivangar is such a good DM. You guys, she's so good. Why can't we all be her?
Who? Sorry.
Priya Iyengar.
Yeah.
Who's that? Sorry.
She's currently doing the off seasons of Critical Role and Dimension 20.
Oh, okay. I have opinions about her and her DMing ability.
Just don't compare.
Oh, I'm not comparing her to Matt.
Well,
I'm not comparing her to
well.
Matt. It's unfair to compare her to Matt. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's just like it's unfair to compare me to Arcada. Like, it's
unfair to compare
completely
anyone to anyone,
completely
yes.
different. It's based on there's different styles, there's different ability, and so on. It's
Exactly.
there. It's more critique of what has been. I'm gonna do. I may actually do like an evil video on this, but it's more of a critique of what has been presented and left as the level of expectation versus what was actually delivered.
Fair.
That's more in the lines of where my opinion lies, not in because I don't care how good someone is at being a dungeon master. The whole point is to have fun, right? Like that, and at the end of the day, if everybody at the table is having a good time, that's all that matters. So I don't actually care how
That's
good
it.
someone is, as long as everybody at the table is having fun. That's all that matters to me.
Also,
I'm hard on myself because I like to make sure that I'm creating as good of an experience as I can possibly create.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm hard on myself. So it's a little bit different.
Don't.
And
Lord.
we're having fun, so
Exactly.
everything is
So as far as I can tell, I'm doing at least good enough of a job. Right?
Yeah.
At least. Now I'd like to do
Yeah,
better.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm stubborn and I like to make sure that I'm always improving on stuff.
Just don't be dumb and overwork yourself.
I can't. My wife won't let me.
Good.
No, it's not good. It means it's hard for me to actually push to finish stuff when I want to get it done.
Round of claps for Matt's wife.
I'm like Monty, okay? If you Monty Ohm, I'm like him, all right? You got an hour left before it launches.
Oh,
Can we make one last change to this to make it better? Sleep deprived, been going for 21 hours. That's me.
Monty.
That's me.
Everyone can DM Shadow Master, just do it.
When we were on
Just
when
do
we
it.
were on the
Shia
topic,
LaBeouf.
Andrew.
That's right.
One
right.
thing
Shia LaBeouf.
oh, we're gonna start.
We're going. I don't know where he is. We're at the very least gonna do some exploration based stuff because I don't imagine you guys going into a position unless something terrible happens where you're gonna get into the fight with that bear. So
Eventually we're gonna have to, but not yet.
you don't have to.
But we want to.
Do you?
Probably. I'm for corrupted. I probably want to stab a lot of stuff.
It doesn't affect your mental state, fortunately.
Okay.
Since we're gonna start, question.
Unfortunately.
What books are these?
So we will address that now, actually. So I need to zoom in a little bit and realign. Where is? Oh, I need the. All right, I need to remind myself where the line is on my screen for
I wanted to ask something, which I was thinking about all week, and then I forgot. Well,
yeah, that's why I write stuff down. Oh, it's all the way down. It's this far down. Okay. Good. So it's like right. That is the lowest on my screen. Okay. Good to know. Okay. So, after you guys had finished your trial, or self-imposed trial, I should say, to fight the memory of Zira's past, you find yourselves back in the worked stone hallways of this collapsed lower level. Fully restored, back where you were before the trial began. Zira, the chest. As you look, as your attention immediately moves towards it, it pulses with a gentle crimson light,
Ooh.
returns to its state, and then fades
No.
away.
Oh, I had marketing
Once the treasure,
plan.
leaving behind the treasures that I had previously given to you.
I had a whole marketing plan for the tavern, like Ratchet challenge.
You could, well, you know what it looks like. You could absolutely get one that commissioned to look like it.
It's cooler if it's the real thing, though.
It's also expensive it would also be very expensive.
It's also better if it's the real
well,
Ivory and palladium.
Because he probably is a tad bit sore from that fight. Since he got
Yeah, we're
knocked down
hugging
twice.
you, so, and all of that. Letting him rest.
Yeah, and I'll start just. I have a question. What are these books right here?
So,
Like, don't think we.
okay. So you didn't take a particularly good look at these things prior to taking on the challenge, but it's a little hard to read out the book spine covers from there. Oh, Lewis is gonna take a swim real quick. Nah, I'm kidding. It's only like ankle deep. All right. So on this on this table, also I just realized I gotta actually do something real quick here. This is no longer there because Nizo picked it up.
Oh yeah, the box.
It's in his backpack. So, Lewis, on the table, you find the following. The spines of these books are mostly they're notes from various different forms of nature. So one book talks about different plant life, another one talks about various animals. A lot of the stuff that you've kind of sort of know, but not particularly. Just a lot of like myriad of information.
Okay, I'll take
those. Okay, now the book that is sitting on its own, that's something a little bit different. This appears to be a personally written journal. Would you like to read some of it?
I will. Give me a sec.
Okay. And I gotta grab my handwritten notes because I wrote this one out mostly while I was at work.
What's the notes?
I have like 5 notebooks on my in my desk right now that have nothing written in them because I have about a dozen notebooks that has stuff written in them.
Picking up one to replace the one that just
my family buys me notebooks. It's great.
How many books are these?
I have like 5 notebooks on my desk that have nothing written in them. Like, and I'm talking like the letter style notebooks, so like the 200-page like subject notebooks.
Yes.
Like that size stuff.
Nice.
I have 5 of them that have like nothing written in them, and then because I have a stack of them with stuff in them from over the years. Like there's gotta be at least a dozen of them.
Also, just letting you know, the one here wounded.
Yep, the wand is gone.
Upwards, and I take the wand of knock.
How many
Stay okay.
books about nature stuff are here?
There's like 5 books there.
Okay. Thoughts.
Various things about nature. Some of it's about alchemy as well. So some of it is stuff that you kind of already know, but you may be able to peruse at greater length, in a more optimal location. All right. So, my good sir.
I have 6 books. Technically 7 since I have that journal crack.
Yep. You also have your own personal spell book as well, so 8. All right. So, reading this book, you find it's been dated, and kind of quickly flipping through, you see that a lot of it is about the mundane things about the day. So just like I went and found, went looking for a few things, found XYZ on the island. But I will read you the cliff notes that are a little bit more of the more relevant stuff.
Any names?
There is no name on this book.
Oh.
Alrighty. Here we go. It has been a few days since the ship sank. Stupid pirates attacking everything in sight. Fortune seems to have smiled upon me, at least. Plenty of food on this island. Not to mention a little magic makes a bite into a meal. Grizzle, my loyal friend, seems to have made it to shore as well. Sleeping should be much warmer at night now. A couple days later. While wandering the island, I found an old temple? ? A section of the roof seemed to have collapsed, allowing entry for us. A better shelter. The water in here is certainly better. It's clean. Following it, probably from on the next page, probably from the same day. Seems like presence may have stirred something that was once sealed here. The walls glow with veiny, almost blood-like color. If the rain wouldn't damage my supplies so much, I think that I'd never come back inside.
I look at the walls.
They are blank.
Do I see any like things like veins?
No, you see nothing that he's describing here.
I keep reading.
Whatever I woke seems to be affecting the island. Sleeping has become a nightmare of some voice saying "consume" to me on repeat. The wildlife here seems to be getting more aggressive as well. Over the course of the last 3 days, I figured out a few things. This crimson-like substance is not curable by any basic restoration magic. Perhaps something stronger will help, but magic is beyond me. Creatures that are infected by this stuff seem not only to grow in aggression, but also in size as well. Grizzle has already gotten bigger, while his aggression hasn't turned on to me yet, but I fear he soon will.
Can I assume that Grizzle's the bear?
You can assume whatever you like.
Great.
I've had to cage Grizzle for both of our safety. The old thing won't hold forever though. It's long since rusted. I've learned that a substance can be used on an injured creature to force them awake. Seems more like it's forcing the body to move more rather than healing it. The nightmares are getting worse, and I can feel the aggression coming. I have managed to condense this liquid into a shard of some kind, emitting the same power as the island.
Wait, what did you say that didn't cure them but woke them up?
I'll read that section again.
Okay.
I have learned that this substance can be used on an injured creature to force them awake. Seems more like it's forcing the body to move rather than actually healing it.
Okay.
It calls to me. Not sure what it is, but it calls to me. From the innermost room. I have avoided the innermost room thus far, though the tug of going there seems to increase with every passing day. I have gone to the one side room that seems to have access. I imagine there is another, but the cave-in keeps me from going there. And I dare not risk moving the rubble, lest I end up this place ends up my tomb. In it, I have discovered a tapestry, or a depiction of one. This substance seems to cover most of it, it seems like it's burned, destroyed, damaged at the end. I'm not entirely certain what this is meant to depict. The last two sets of writing have been increasingly frantic, more aggressive, a little bit more hard-edged. And there is nothing further from here forward.
Okay. Do you show us?
Ask Sierra. Have you been getting weird dreams lately?
The one I told you about, with the ship and the red water and the creepy thing in the sky.
Oh, I didn't know you actually told me about that. Okay.
I told you all when Nizo told us about his divine dream thing.
I found this journal about this person. They got stranded on the island. I think they got corrupted by this thing you have there.
Oh.
And they have been
And
having
I
this
assume it
dream.
didn't end well.
Yeah, and the bear's name is Grizzle. There you know. I put the the journal in my satchel under. Clothes.
I see any red viney ones?
You do not.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. But you said there was a side chamber with tapestry? We haven't seen that yet.
Now you remember what I wanted to ask. Does Nizo see? So this is a question that I would probably ask Yuzo. So let's just ask this now. Does Nizo see what kind of magic does Nizo see when I summon? What
When
kind
you
of magic?
when you what? Sorry,
Uh, what kind of magic does he see from my tendril?
from your tendril?
Yeah.
You don't. He doesn't see any kinds of specific magic from it. Even when you have detect magic, it is a magical based attack, but it's not really something that has a sense of magic about it.
Okay.
If you were to put a label on it, it would be abjuration, but it's not really, or not abjuration, transmutation. Sorry, but it's not really something that has a school of magic associated with it. It's more of just like an innate effect.
Well, we can go
I'm-
see if we can find that tapestry.
Yeah.
We can go try to find the caved-in room. 'Cause I think if there's an entrance from here,
Yeah, you scout ahead. I
which
will
is
have.
probably where that person went.
Yeah, I'm blind as a bat in here if I don't have my light spell on. If I have my light spell on, that's.
Do I feel drawn to that center chamber, like that person talked about?
You don't feel a calling or anything like that. It's the same sense that you've had since you've been on the island, which is kind of like you know the direction of like the source.
Okay, and it's pointing towards that area.
It's towards the. It is towards. I'm just gonna make sure I got the zoom out here just so that I can get the correct thing. It is in this direction.
Yep. Figured out. It's about that. Yep. So it's about that way. I mean,
Okay.
I would
Question.
like to help the bear, but I don't think we can.
Yeah. Question. DM.
Yes.
Do I feel any magical aura coming from the island? Like any magic?
There is with detect magic up, you can sense that there is a magical energy, but it's very faint. It's, how would I describe this? It would be similar to that of if there was a lot of magic going on from a lot of sources around. Kind of like if you went to like a city of magic or like one of the schools, like one of the tower schools in across the lake from Karn. You would see kind of like this thin film of magic kind of everywhere because it's being used so much. It's kind of like the weave is just kind of being used or tampered with on a pretty regular basis. You get the sense that there's magic at work, but there isn't really much beyond that.
Okay. Lead the
Also-
way, Sierra.
Yeah. Also, this little desk area isn't like a camping or living situation, right?
The what? Sorry.
The desk here and such. There's no like bedroll or stuff like that. So it's not where they were staying.
Correct. You
This
do not
area.
see anything like that here. This is where,
It's
but they
probably
clearly
deeper.
definitely spent some time here though.
Also, was there anything under
Yeah,
the
yeah.
desk?
Under the desk?
And
No.
I looked in this. I poofed in this area and there wasn't anything here, right?
Correct. You did not see anything further that you did not. That you see the
Let's
surface a little bit from
Yeah,
your
yeah.
position. And you guys can see from here actually when you went into this little alcove, out over here to the side, that it in fact leads outside.
Okay. Just wanted to make
Like you
sure
can see
there
some
wasn't
outdoor
any-
light, so there is light spilling into this
Okay.
part of the building, or part of the area.
Shall we
Another
continue?
that's it. That's good. So should we try to move forward? Let
Yeah.
me go. Yeah, I'll go first, sure.
Yep.
I'll try to stealth even though we probably made a lot of noise.
Okay.
And just because they talked about being further corrupted by this place, I'm gonna hold my breath if possible.
Okay. You can absolutely hold your breath. You don't need air.
Just in case, delay the inevitable.
I'll try to stay stealthy as well behind.
Yeah,
Okay.
and check like traps and stuff. Try to look out for the tapestry.
All right. Well, if you want to move stealthily, I need stealth checks from you guys.
Okay. Oh my god!
I mean, it's still a 10.
Well,
That's Nizo.
Oh, hey,
13 average. Not bad.
I follow Zir.
maybe they're done. The bedrolls are over. I'll go here. See if this area is clear.
You do not see anything in that hallway.
Trust me, something would have came out.
Yeah, I'll look near the edge, see if there's anything up here.
You're gonna poof.
Poof poof.
All right. Where
Like you
is?
And at revealing tool.
Whoop. There we go. You see this little area up over here.
Well, there's something there. Do you want me to go check it out, or should we?
Let's go together.
Okay, fair. Just know there's something look like square room, maybe?
Yeah.
You do not see anything other than like a plain room from that perspective and angle.
Yeah. I see a hard angle, which is so far a rare thing in this game. So I'm keep going, searching for traps as usual.
All right, give me an investigation check, please.
Sure. Watch me get the 3. Oh, 20, finally.
All right, you do not detect any traps.
Good to know. I will keep going. Maybe bloop again.
All right, you're gonna blink again at that spot there.
Yep.
Okay. From there, this is where we get some fun stuff. All right, we get. We'll just do this. That's a little bit weird, but whatever. It kind of works. Stand by. Let me just do so. Just let me clean this up a little bit here. All right. You spy that. Now, from your perspective, you can see what has been possibly described in this room over here. You believe you see something on the wall that might resemble the tapestry that was mentioned.
From the tapestry, I think maybe it's further up ahead.
I want to see it from the south. Go there.
It's like there was a little path if we keep going.
Yeah.
It's a little far to try and get a good read on it from where you are.
Is this area crossable? It looks pretty thin.
You can squeeze through there. Now, as you get to this room, it is a little bit more decorative. It's still plain, but it's clear that this is meant as some sort of antechamber of some kind.
Any vines on the wall?
Still no vines. Not even remnants of them being there at one point or another.
Okay.
You also discovered that this is the room where that cave-in from the entrance that you guys came to has been blocking off.
Is that also cave-in?
That is also cave-in, yes, as
Okay.
part of original design.
I'm gonna bloop over here. I don't wanna squeeze if I don't have to.
Okay.
But I
All right.
call
So
you
if you're
guys
gonna do
to-
that, I have to reveal some more to you.
Yay!
You would be making it to this. Oops. You would be making it to this location by the end, and you would learn of everything that is within this area by the end of it.
I love forcing you to reveal map stuff.
Oh, it's great.
Yes.
I love it when I give players stuff and they do stuff with it.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
This is what you see.
So,
This is what you
should
see,
check
Zara.
this out. But also, there seems to be some gate and also another puzzle thing, I think, with water and stuff. Up ahead. But let's look at the painting first.
Tight
And I
squeeze.
assume this is the area where I feel the calling, like the
Can-
direction.
The direction that you feel the calling in is up into that room with the 3 bowls.
Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense.
As you move around this area, you can sense where it's actually coming from, like generally in that direction. Quite well. All right. So, I'm going to move the 3 of you into this area. Alrighty. Oh man. We're in for a fun ride.
So,
This room.
can you describe the portrait?
Absolutely. So,
Happy portrait.
it is, in fact, a image. But on top of the image, there is a tapestry. Now, I'm going to go from frontmost layer back. So, on the top of the tapestry, you see what looks like smears of this crimson color, blocking different spots on the tapestry. The tapestry seems to show a battle taking place of what looks like how do I describe what color was this? A shamrock kind of color, a shamrock blue color of humanoid-like shaped individuals facing off against a single crimson entity. Behind it, 6 other smaller crimson entities, and then what looks like a sea divided in between the two. The sea of a sea of crimson dividing the two as these shamrock blue colored individuals are charging
Crimson
towards
is,
it.
between the blue people and the crimson people, right?
It's what it sort of looks like, yes.
Okay.
What do
Now,
I recognize this?
You
in
also,
any
before you ask questions, you also see that the tapestry looks burned away as you go from the right to the left. Or sorry, from the left to the right. Kind of as the picture seems to depict events going forward. You see that the ending is burned away. Behind, the reason that it looks so is that you see the mild char marks somehow on the ends of the tapestry, but you also see scorch marks on the wall behind it.
So you said that there's some crimson liquid on the top. Can I clean it off?
I ain't gonna touch
It's what it looks like. It doesn't appear to have like an actual liquid on it, or it doesn't look like something's actually like. It doesn't look like something that you can peel off. It looks like if you were to stain something.
Yeah, can I clean off the stain?
Oh, you want to try and clean off the tapestry?
Wait.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
it's. I think prestidigitation is 30 feet. Because you're not gonna touch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
10 feet.
focusing on like a specific point, or so just the crimson kind of smear that you see in the corner, right?
Yeah, I have 10 feet away.
Okay.
I can-
As you do that, the section becomes clean, and you see plain tapestry, almost as though no one has done anything to it.
Anything?
I feel that. Okay.
You get the
Can
feeling
I
that
look
if there
at
was
the
something
edges
there,
that are burned and like, wait, is
before you ask, you get the sense that what you have done is not only remove the crimson splotch, but also the whatever it was that was dyeing the tapestry behind it as well. You haven't
So then the
destroyed the entire
tapestry-
tapestry. It's just that one section that you targeted.
Dang.
you said that the tapestry is above an image, right? That there's something beneath the tapestry?
Indeed, there is. You
Okay,
can't get a
I'm
good
not
look at
gonna-
those scorch
yeah.
marks. Make it difficult to tell what it is.
I'm not gonna touch the fucking tapestry, but can I look
I-
at the burned edges and just as an experiment have Miso can I try to like I'm not a completely water person, but can I try to like float some water towards it or ask Nizo to do so? Like, cause water reacted to stuff with this crimson thing, just in case.
Sure.
Maybe it was.
A little bit of water. It just kind of goes against the wall and falls to the floor.
Okay, worth a try.
Do we recognize this from any history I have read about any wars, any battles? Do we recognize people?
Do I recognize any of it from my dream?
I mean, the crimson color looks familiar from your dream.
Is the
You did not
blue
see. You didn't see anything about the shamrock colored people. You did not see anything involving 6 individuals from your dream, if my memory serves.
Are the blue people looking like elementals, maybe something that
They
I would
look
not
like a
guess.
myriad of races, just with a
Does-
kind of like a color associated with them.
And Nizo wouldn't know anything about it. Right?
No, he does not know. Lewis, you do not actually know anything about this. Well, actually, hold on. I gotta check something real quick. I gotta double check something, because I may actually be giving you
No,
false information there.
questions. Law questions.
No, you do actually know something about this, possibly.
Hmm?
Give me a roll. A history check, please.
History?
Yep. Ah, sorry. You feel like this could be a number of things. You're uncertain.
And
You're
the
not sure
image
as to what
beneath-
this could be.
Mm,
I do a quick, just really real quick sketch of the tapestry.
Okay.
Can I use levitate to?
Something basic, or write it down somewhere to note it
Can
down?
I use levitate to
Mhm.
lift the tapestry up so we can look at the image beneath?
You can. What is the range of levitate?
Pretty far, 60 or 30 feet, just a second. 60 feet.
60 feet.
One
All right.
creature or loose object.
So you're gonna try and get it to like kind of float up and flap upwards.
Yeah, without touching it at all.
All right. As you do, you see behind it, what looks like a poorly drawn, chalk, maybe paint. You're not sure. It's definitely not of quality. Of what looks to be a crimson sphere
Uh-oh.
and an arrow to the to a lens that has cracks all through it. You guys would recognize this as the symbol for the fractured shores. So like kind of like the world symbol. Kind of like how the the green and blue orb or circle is the universal symbol for Earth in our world.
So it came from outside our world, into our world, I assume. Like I saw in my dream. Great.
Anything else in the room?
Not in this room, no. There's
I'll-
like torch hooks and things like that where you could place a torch if you had one, but otherwise nothing of particular note.
I have my staff. Fight on. Like Chris says,
I'll blip loop just in case there's
I
something
can-
around, but yeah.
From your position, you're gonna do a little looky look.
Just in case there was something to the right.
All right.
What did you say about the torch?
It's just like a torch ring on the wall that you can place a torch on there, just if you wanted to keep the room lit, sort of idea.
Oh, yeah, I have my. No.
I feel like we have
There you go.
torches, but-
You
Okay.
see that.
Nothing to the right then. Okay.
You see a little bit more of that room.
And we still haven't seen any sleeping area, right?
Correct.
Where did he stay? The journal
Oh.
said he didn't go farther towards the fall down. Maybe with the bear, but he said he sealed it off.
And
So where did he sleep?
it was written in that the bear kept them warm, so they probably did.
But he had to lock the bear away, so what happened after that?
I don't know.
I'm so confused.
Stepped on the or in the chair.
Where do you want to go?
Maybe
I can
there's
check after
something-
the cracked area.
Maybe there's something in that room with the bear. Something
Where?
else.
Sorry?
With the bear. Something else. Like, you know, you saw half of it, half of the room.
I'll be right back. Continue amongst yourselves.
Maybe there was something else there. You can go check it out later.
In the bear room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw
I
half.
mean, yeah, I'm afraid of waking it up. But I can try. I can try to stealth around and see.
Maybe we can continue a bit forward. Can check.
Okay, do you want to go towards, like, if we go here, towards the
Yeah.
blockade or towards the gate?
The gate. Let's see what's on the other side.
Let me just loop here, just in case, cause
Yeah.
I like to make him reveal stuff.
Sorry, I'm yawning so much.
It's
I didn't
totally
get-
fine.
Didn't get much sleep. Well, I did get sleep, but didn't sleep.
By the
well.
way, my feelings are towards this area, so that might be a big thing. Stuff might happen.
Oh no.
By the way, what do you want to do with the potions? We didn't decide that, right?
You two get one. I don't need it. Because
Do you
I'm
want the haste potion?
lesser haste. But firing off 2 spells at once wouldn't be too bad.
Okay.
That'll be. Well, I do a lot of damage, so it's an
Yeah.
extra damage. But the problem
But you
is.
can't do 2 spells at the same time. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's better to. I mean, it's not the most useful for me because, I mean, I can do a spell or something, but I can only do sneak attack once per turn, so probably better for me. So
I'm back.
Yeah.
yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I said I'm gonna look here just to see if there's something beyond the rocks, and then we're probably gonna go to the middle area.
Okay, so stand by.
Mhm.
So, oh, that's incorrect there. Oh, that doesn't matter. Okay, good. All right. Oh, come on.
Exploration.
I think there's a new option in my tool set, which is called the dynamic lighting layer, but I didn't buy anything from Roll20, so I think they made it free.
No, it's yeah, it's free until the
Mhm.
19th. There was
Oh,
a message.
boo.
Yeah. Oh,
Pointless.
there's extra stuff down there, but I
There
don't
you
think
go.
you can get there. So, do you
You
want to
can
go
get
ahead?
there. You can go through the ethereal into there.
I can get there. Do you want me to go there and go
If
back?
you want, I'm not forcing you to do anything.
Okay, I'm gonna go check it out real quick.
Okay.
Alif. Okay. Oh boy. I'm gonna try to stealth go
Good
there.
luck.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, going in that way, you also reveal the rest of what is over here,
Oh,
so
I'll
there you
keep
go.
an eye out.
Yeah, another offshoot
Okay.
from-
So, in here, you see another tapestry. This one
More tapestry.
This one is not damaged, or at least doesn't appear to be so. On it, you can see what appears to be the same crimson circle moving
On the tapestry?
on the tapestry that you saw, like, sketched on that wall. You see
But
this.
it wasn't on the tapestry.
No,
Okay.
so but it's on this one. You see it
Uh-huh.
become broken and shattered in the same sort of pattern that you see that lens for the fractured shores.
Uh-huh.
You then see it actually broken in this crimson kind of this crimson color. Moving further to the right, it then shows the fractured shores symbol, and then it shows it one more time, but one piece of it has this crimson color on it. Below it,
So this. Okay.
below all this, you see a gray and purple kind of space. Is probably the best way I can describe it. I can only describe it kind of meta. It looks like the stars, but it's different.
Below the.
Below the
symbol of
tapestry,
red dot?
below
okay.
that section on the same tapestry, like it's separate.
Okay.
And in it, you see what looks like a sheet, almost kind of like a piece of paper flowing through water. And then it shows the symbol for the fractured shores again, but this time in its cosmology.
On the sheet of paper? Or
No, just a crimson colored piece that looks like a sheet of paper, like it's moving through the space towards this depiction of the fractured shores inside its cosmology, like it's orbital cosmology.
Like the other one image. Okay.
Yes.
That's kind of like what I saw in my dream. Okay. Is there an image below this one too?
Underneath?
Yeah.
You do not see anything. You touch the tapestry to look behind the tapestry.
Does this tapestry have red stuff on it?
In its depictions,
But not like the red liquid.
not like the last room. No, not like the last
Then,
tapestry.
yeah, probably I will touch it.
Okay.
Gingerly.
There is
I
nothing
can
behind
hear
it.
Pika's voice to scream, "Don't touch anything."
Yep.
And
Yep. But he's not there.
And also, I just want a challenge. We're fine. Nothing's gonna happen.
Said everyone ever, and then something happened.
I should have checked for traps, but I'm assuming it's not visible traps.
You, however, do not see anything behind this tapestry.
Okay.
It looks like more wall.
Okay. I will come back
Okay.
looking when I bleep, gonna look at that image just in case, you know, if there's something they relevant, but then I'll come back.
You do not see anything outside of the ordinary.
So, what
So-
did you see?
So I saw another tapestry, blah 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 blah, and
Uh.
what telling you what I saw. So it
Uh,
looks
yeah,
like
okay.
someone tried to copy what was on this tapestry to the image on the other one.
Cool. Do I recognize anything from that tapestry?
From the depiction of what she describes,
What I
you're
told you about the dream, probably.
you are able to discern that this crimson entity, whatever it is, disease or being or whatever, you believe it traveled through the cosmos, as in the actual space, to where you guys are in the universe, based on kind of the depiction of what she has described. You also believe that it has something to do with the astral sea, though you're not entirely certain as to what exactly, because the cosmology showed not just so the image, it's kind of like a double meaning image. The image itself is depicting the physical realm that you're in, but it's depicting the cosmology as your location, like the multiverse cosmology as your location.
Hmm.
So this thing is kind of a world,
Traveler.
universe-wide parasite, kind of.
Which fits, and then it came to our world and it broke apart.
From what?
Maybe. I mean, we call the fractured shores for a reason, I think. I don't know, something. I don't get this. Unless I know
So-
something about the elemental planes that relates to this, I have no idea.
Shall we continue forward to the gate?
Sure.
You do know this, and this is something that's actually important. I haven't had a chance to actually write this down yet,
No.
because I've been kind of still sorting it out, exactly how to phrase it all. But the story of the fracturing, comes from a basically the cosmology, the multiverse cosmology, warring between the planes. And when I say warring between planes, I mean they're literally shooting stuff from one plane into another plane. And this caused a lot of damage to the structures that separated the planes. So what ended up happening is the Nephilim, which is a union between a celestial and a devil. The offspring rather of that union. They took to creating one last crack in the plane known as Chaos. Just literally only known as Chaos. Having it leak against their plane, which is a place of pure neutral law, neutral order, and then gave up their psionic energies to create the astral sea, which filled in all the cracks between the various places. So that's why it's called the Fractured Shores, because all the planes are shores to the astral sea.
So if it's old, it could have been a weapon from that time, but it can't be that old, right? It would have taken over the universe or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Let's
Probably.
continue.
Okay. Creepy stuff ahead. Just
Gotta
letting
love
you know,
creepy stuff.
I'm looking over whatever this gate is.
You're gonna do a little look over.
Is this
Yeah.
creep
If
see-through?
it's low.
Or is this an iron door.
This is a set of iron doors, indeed.
I'll do a little investigation.
Give it to me.
23.
Very good. It is not trapped. It is, however, locked.
I will try to unlock it.
Alright, roll me some thieves' tools.
19.
Unfortunately, 19 is insufficient. You try and try and try as you might. You can't quite get it open.
That's annoying.
Well, we do have a wand.
Well, okay, let me try something first. Can I look to the other side and see if it's openable from this side?
Oh, that works.
You absolutely can do that. Alright, before you move further forward, I need to do something.
Okay.
Oh boy. Sometimes my job is that easy. Alright. That reveals this bit more of the room.
Alright.
Now, you are in this room,
Mm-hmm.
which means I get to reveal the room in its entirety.
Stuff happens, I assume.
Do, 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 do.
Oh, that's a big room.
It is a big room. In this room, oh, I'm just going to try and get the camera into a good spot here. There we go. I think I got in a decent spot now. It's hard to tell. Oh, that's right. I got to offset it to be like... Ugh. I need to find a new method to have the portraits for the new stream. Regardless, this is quite a large room. In here, you see a pedestal with 3 bowls that seem to have some transparent liquid in them. The room itself is rather plain. You don't see anything of major note. Almost eerie and uneasy kind of feeling of how plain it actually is. From this side, you can see the problem that you were running into. While you did actually, in fact, get the tumblers right, like you thought, there's actually a bar on this door.
I will remove the bar and open it.
All right.
Unless anything stops me.
Well, thank you for opening the door.
All right. I'm just gonna. I don't have a open thing for it, so I'm just gonna remove it for now. All right. Now, unfortunately, with you guys entering here, I'm gonna actually have to get us to stop
Aw,
because Pika needs to be present for this.
figured. This seems like end stuff.
This is well. He also has the lotuses that
Yeah.
obviously go here, and I'm not gonna take these stuff from his inventory.
Yeah, of course.
When he may arbitrarily decide some strange things.